Hey, heathens. All the time, whenever you get into the argument with Christians about free will and the whole problem that throws into the whole mix with sin and all of that with Adam and Eve and all, that whole realm of things. And I've talked about this a little bit before, but we're going to try and take it from a different angle this time. The response is always, God didn't want us to be robots. He wanted us to have the freedom to choose. Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Did Jesus have free will? Yes? So Jesus had free will. He could choose whatever he wanted to, but would, not could. I don't want to get into, because I know Jack, Together for Peace, talked about how he didn't like these types of questions. Not what I'm doing. Not could he sin, but would he have ever made the wrong choice? Would he have ever picked the wrong thing? Would Jesus steal from people? Of course not. Would Jesus murder someone? Of course not. Then why couldn't men be made like that? That's what I want to know. If Jesus has free will and he has the ability to not make the wrong choice, then why couldn't we? Most of us, very clear, most of us understand that we should not kill other people. Most of us understand that we should not steal from other people. Most of us understand the bad effects that things can occur if you do things that we would deem as immoral, however you want to define your morality. Although I do agree that morality is subjective, whole other video. So if that's the case, and most of us can, on our day-to-day lives, make good choices, why not make us so that we could make those same good choices on all circumstances? No one can argue that the reason we make those good choices, well, I take it back. I guess sometimes they do argue this, although it's a horrible position to take. But, we make these decisions because we understand the consequences and we understand the situation that will be created if we don't do them the way that they should be done. I don't kill someone because then they would be dead and there's no coming back from that. We understand this. We understand the problems that would be involved and the heartache and the pain that would be caused for the loss of a loved one, and so we don't do it. Back that all the way up, Adam and Eve in the garden. Why couldn't Adam and Eve be given the understanding of the pain and suffering they would put on all of humanity for the rest of time if they broke God's commandment to eat the magical fruit from the tree that the snake with legs talked them into eating? Just a thought. Love to have your comments on it. Not wanting to get into the determinist thing. That's obviously a big piece of the puzzle. I've got other videos about those. Just from a theist standpoint, if Jesus can not sin, then why can't we? And not being God's doesn't answer that question. I don't need the ability to turn water into wine or to walk on water to not sin. So why not have that ability? Why not make us with that ability? Interested to see what the comments are going to be. Don't take my word for it. Think for yourself.